What did you have for dinner tonight? Because the aftermath of Thanksgiving and all the crap we ate. Tonight,
Bring your mic closer.
I had salmon. Oh, salmon. Oh, the mic just fell down. Hold on one second. The mic just fell down bad. The mic just fell down bad. Hold on. Can we hold the mic this way, Andy? Is it still working? Oh my gosh, I'm about to get into my intro, but my microphone just fell off. But anywho, so chicken and veggies, right? I had
I
salmon.
can turn the screen off for a second while you talk.
No. I had salmon. I had green beans, and I had cauliflower rice. I had to make up for all the Thanksgiving I shoved in my mouth. Of course, being a fat kid, you know what's sexier than all that? A Wendy's Baconator. The whole time I'm sitting there eating my salmon, all I can think about the Wendy's Double Baconator. But you know what's sexier than a Wendy's Double Baconator? A 5% mortgage interest rate. Man, today I ran payments at 5%. I can see now why everybody wants to sit on the sidelines. Tonight, guys, we are going to go over what would mortgage payments look like when rates pull back and we have 5%. We have 5% interest rates. Okay. What will payments look like? We have 5% interest rate. What's going on, guys? My name is Min Win with What's a Mortgage. Welcome to our channel. The goal of our channel is to simplify home ownership. If it's your first time tuning in, do me a huge favor. Hit that subscribe and notification button so you are notified every time we go live or post new content. We go live every Monday night on Facebook and YouTube at 9 o'clock, and we post content daily on Instagram and TikTok. If you are not following us on our other platforms, please go ahead and do so. Okay. Also, if this video brings you any value, if you know anyone who is waiting for rates to fall to 5%, definitely share this video with them. All right, guys. So tonight we are going to go over what do payments look like when it hits 5%. Not saying if, but when. Let me try to fix this mic thing. Here we go.
I'm gonna mute you for
No. I got it. Payments look like when it hits 5%. Okay. So before we go over that, when will rates hit 5%? That is the question everybody's waiting to hear. As you guys know, last Wednesday, the Federal Reserve minutes came out, and they said on December 14th, there is a rate hike coming. So rates are still going up in December, but about 0.5%. Of course, if inflation doesn't come down, it will be higher than 0.5%. On December 13 is when the CPI report comes out. And when that report comes out and inflation comes in under 7.7, we still got a rate hike in December. We probably got a rate hike in January, but they're going to reevaluate things to see where we're at, to see if we have another rate hike coming soon. Okay. So with rate hikes slowing down, so there will still be rate hikes in the next 6 days, we probably won't see 5%, but 5% is in our near future. So when rates pull back or when the feds decide to pivot because inflation has gone down and unemployment has gone up because of all the rate hikes they have right now, we'll probably see 5%. So if you are going to buy a home and you're waiting for 5%, we are going to show you what do mortgage payments look like. Okay? So when rates drop, this is what you need to do. Okay? How to prepare yourself when rates hit 5%. First, you got to get qualified. If you are sitting on the sidelines waiting for rates to hit 5%, you want to get qualified upfront. Okay? These days, mortgage companies can do something called a soft mortgage credit pool, which means a lender can qualify you at 5% without running your credit. Stay with me. I can get qualified at 5% without a mortgage lender running my credit. It's called soft mortgage credit pools. If it was me, I probably wouldn't wait for rates to drop to 5%. because buyers would bum rush the market. I would get qualified at 6%, 5.5%, and 5%, just so you can see where you stand. Don't wait till rates get too low, because now when rates drop, we're going to have the same problems we had in 2020 and 2021. You're going to overbid again, right? You have to find that right equilibrium, right? The right equilibrium where prices and payments are still high enough where not a lot of people have bum rushed the market, but not too low where now you have people overbidding again, paying above asking prices, and you'll witness that. If you don't believe me, check out the Federal Reserve economical data. We have 750,000 active listings on the market. I'm not counting pending sales. I'm talking about active listings. Back in 2000, before COVID kicked in, we had about a little over 1 million. When rates pulled back into 2 to 3%, home active listings dropped to about 399,000. Okay, so I wouldn't wait too long. So get qualified, get a stop mortgage credit pull, and have a lender put you on a realtor put you on a home search. You know, pick somebody who's not gonna be like, hey, did you like a house? Did you like a house? Hey, let them know, hey, I'm buying shit until rates drop to under 6%, 5.5%. But I want to be put on a home search, because if you put me on a home search and when rates drop and I find a house that I like, I'll reach out to you. Okay. These days, realtors, they'll do whatever it takes to earn your business. So if you tell them back the F off, I'm not buying till I see the payment I want, which you have every right to do. At least you're pre-approved, you know where you stand, you didn't run your credit, and now you're on a home search, okay? You want to be well prepared. You know what's crazy? People spend more time preparing for their Christmas pictures. Who already did their Christmas pictures, right? Who already sent them out, right? People are spending more time preparing for their Christmas pictures than they are to buy a house. It blows my mind. People spend more time on these dessert tables compared to preparing to buy a house. Homeownership is the biggest investment you're going to make in your life. Be prepared. All right, guys? So now let's look at it. First, let's compare our 7.5% rate, which was about 2 weeks ago, right? Rates were about 7.5. Will we see 7 to 7.5 again? I think we will. I think right now rates are slowly creeping back up. I'm seeing 6.25, 6.5 again. Like I said, in December, if you're closing December, January, I would probably lock. We have 2 more rate hikes kicking in. Okay. I don't think we're going to see it fall anytime soon. So if you're locked in 60 days, at least you're going to get your home. Okay. So let's say a couple weeks ago, 7.5. Let's look at these 7.5 rates. You can blow it up. At 7.5, can we make that 400,000, make the page a little smaller? On 400,000, let's have like the page is a little wide. Give me 1 second here, guys.
No, we can't zoom in.
You can't zoom in? You know how that 400,000? So, okay, so that, okay. All right, cool. All right, so.
It's cut off on this.
Yeah. That's what I'm trying to cut it off. 1 second, guys. Let me size this thing back down for you guys, okay? All right, let's look at this bad boy here, okay? So, dang, look at these 7.5 interest rates. Looking for that home for, let's look, what's an average home right now? Like 650? Dang, look at that. 7.5 payments were like 53.29 at 650,000. Remember, this is let's look at 650,000. 5% down, 740 credit score. Okay. PMI is 0.44. Property tax, 1.25. See on the left here, we have 7.5. Don't trip, guys. I will be posting this on my Instagram and TikTok. So guys, do me a huge favor. If you're not following me on Instagram and TikTok, go ahead and do so. And I'm going to be posting this so you guys have a copy of this that you can download, okay? So look at the 7.5 rate. Let's look at $650,000 purchase price, okay? Let's pull it up again, Andy. The payment is $53.29 at 7.5. If rates drop to 7, $51.20. At 6.5, $4,900. 6%, $47.14. Now I know why a lot of you guys want to wait. I get it. Look at 5%, $43.26. So today's or rates 3 weeks ago or 2 weeks ago, payments was $5,300. So payments changed about $1,000 from 7.5 to 5%. It's about $1,000. Now let's look at 600,000. Okay, let's go 500,000. 500,000. At 500, let's keep this full page up, Andy. At 500,000, $4,000. Now I see why you guys ain't buying houses at 500,000. I get it, but remember, there's still not a lot of active listings. At 7%, 39.38. 6.5, 37.80 at 500,000. Okay, at 6%, 3,600. Now look at 5%, 33.28. That makes more sense, right? A $500,000 home for 33.28. Now that makes complete sense. Look at those of you who are buying outside of California on 400,000. 32.79, 31.50. Look at that. 33,024. 6% rate, 2,900, 5.5, 27.80. And look at that 5% rate, 26.62. Now I know why everyone's waiting. Okay. Now let's look at our last one, 700,000. I see the big difference. 57.39, 55.13. On 6.5, 52.92. At 6%, 5,076. 5.5, 48.65. At 5%, 46.59. Okay, looks amazing, right, guys? So now I know why you guys are waiting for rates to drop to 5. But ask yourself this: where will prices be when rates drop? Will you be competing again in the market? If you want a 5% so bad, right now rates are at 6.5. Do a 3-2-1 buy down. Do a 2-1 buy. If you do a 2-1 buy down right now, your rate would be at 5.5 year 1, 6.5 year 2, and year 3, you're back to normal. By that time, everyone who's waiting for rates to pull back, you'll get your house now, you'll get your lower rate, and when rates pull back, you can refinance, grab the lower rate. And whatever you haven't used towards your payment will go towards a principal reduction. All right, guys? Think about this. If you did 10% down, or FHA, FHA loan, you can get up to 6% in closing costs. You can do a 3-2-1 buy down. So imagine if you buy your home right now at a 6.5% rate. Year 1, you're at 3.5. Year 2, 4.5. Year 3, 5.5. And then if rates pull back anytime within those 3 years, year 4, you're back to normal. But if rates pull back, you can grab the lower interest rate. So for those of you who are waiting for rates to drop, you can get the rate right now. Sellers are paying, right? Not all, but certain sellers, depending on the area, they are paying for these buy downs. Or is it worth waiting? Because I think if the pivot happens next year, which a lot of people are predicting, that's not enough time to see home prices tumble. If we have hit our peak of inflation, that means inflation should be coming down. Right now, we're waiting for unemployment to go up. And go out and check the newspapers. Did I say newspapers? Shit, I'm old. Right? Go out and check go out and check online. Companies are laying people off. The reason why the employment market is really tight right now means people have jobs, second jobs, seasonal jobs. But as soon as this January, February kicks in, we're probably going to see more unemployment. And as unemployment goes and inflation comes back down, the feds will finally have to pivot. We would need shit to be nasty for about another year to probably see prices come down. But to see a crash would be hard unless there is more forced sales. A lot of people who have homes, think about it, 38% of homes in the United States have no mortgage. Okay. 65% of homes with mortgages in the United States have under 4%. Worst case, if rates get too high, people don't sell. That's the one factor a lot of people are not paying attention to. Of course, to buy right now is hard because you still have to qualify with the 6.5% rate out there, but rates are improving. If it was me and you're approved right now, just do the 3-2-1 buy down or the 2-1 buy down. But for those of you who don't qualify or those who want to wait, which you have every right to wait, if you feel like, hey, I'm going to see prices come down more and I'm going to get the lower rate, then wait. End of the day, you know what's best for you and your family. And then if that happens, then you win. But if it doesn't happen, good luck with coming out of pocket, covering the difference, and probably seller won't help with closing costs. But if you wait, you might get that deal that you're looking for, right? Everyone's in a different situation. So For me, I have a house. If I didn't, I'd probably buy somewhere in Nevada and Arizona and retreat and put my tail between my legs because it's affordable, and then come back to Cali when I can afford it, okay? Or when things drop. So to me, that's what payments look like when you get into 5%. The reason why I did a 5% mark today is because a lot of economists and people who are predicting where rates are going to go down is 5%. For those of you who are praying to Jesus for a 3%, a 2% rate, the heavens would have to open. God would have to reach his hand down and like literally release 3%, which it probably won't happen because prices would go crazy. I think at 4.5, 4.87 prices will go crazy. At 5 and 6%, I think they can get people in, but keep a lot of people out to don't drive up the market again. Okay, so that's where we're at. Hopefully that answers a lot of your questions. Okay, we talked about tonight. Let's wrap it up. We talked about when will interest rates fall. I am predicting sometime next year, as soon as they can bring inflation down and unemployment goes up. And I think we hit peak inflation, but we'll find out on December 13. On December 13, if inflation is still above 7.7, we probably got some pain to go through for a couple more months. If it's under 7.7, we will probably see a shift, right? Not saying that there's still going to be hikes, but it ain't going to be some crazy hike, all right? So with that being said, if everything happens the way it's supposed to, not saying that it is, we'll probably see the 5% sooner than later. Maybe not end of this year, maybe not first quarter, maybe second or third quarter. But no matter what, if you plan on buying, get approved now. If you do qualify, but you want that lower payment, get the temporary buy down, okay? For those of you who are trying to get approved, get a soft mortgage credit pool, get on a home search, and just wait it out. You know, if you check my favorites, I have shit I'm going to buy, but I'm not waiting to buy it yet. Like I saw this pillow from Hallmark. It's a Snoopy pillow, right? It's $34.99. I'm waiting for that shit to drop to like $20. I'm waiting for the next season to come out. So I'm sitting there. I bought my Halloween stuff after Halloween's over at Hallmark. So I'm like you. But you know what? I'm on the Hallmark alert. Right when season's end, I'm already buying it. I'm already working on my Christmas shit for next year, and I'm gonna wait till the end of the year. So I understand what you guys are going through. But if you're waiting to buy with the 5% rate, at least get yourself approved, all right? Hopefully this information helps you out. If it did, do me a huge favor. Hit that subscribe or notification button so you are notified every time we go live or post new content. We go live again every Monday night on Facebook and YouTube, 9 o'clock, okay? Also, don't forget to follow us on our other platforms. We would really appreciate it. And this spreadsheet, for you real estate agents, follow me on What's a Mortgage and what's it called? We will have the sheet on here so you can send it out to all your clients, okay? If you're a viewer, don't forget to check it out, and you can go ahead and get the snapshot and see the payments on there. So we're probably posting it every couple weeks because we know rates are going to be on their ways to 5%, and I want you, the What's a Mortgage family, to know what it's going to look like for you to be ready to buy, all right? Hopefully that helps you out. Tonight, there are not that many comments. Oh, one more thing. If you do want to get pre-qualified and not do a hard credit pull, give us a call, 714-790-9697. You can always email us, info@whatsamortgage, or send us a text message, 714-790-9697. Okay? All right, guys, I really appreciate everyone who watched, liked, and commented. Hopefully you did hit that follow button. All right, guys, we want to end all our episodes with our attitude is gratitude. Without you, there is no us. So thank you guys so much.